Hey guys, this is Angie, also known as The Light. Welcome to my channel. Please like, subscribe, share, donate to me if you want to. Okay, so this is a continuation of how to regain your confidence after the narcissist, whether it's a relationship, your parents, your best friends. It doesn't matter who it is. It's very important that you build your confidence back up after the narcissist. Mainly because when you were with the narcissist, they totally transformed you with giving you self-doubt, the manipulating tactics that they used on you. They turned you from most of you, a lot of you were already confident to begin with. Some people were confident, they loved the way that they looked, or maybe they weren't. They could have been codependent, or they grew up with other narcissists, but they just demolished a little bit of maybe confidence, self-esteem that you had left from your narc parents, or your last narc relationship that you did have. I'm outside. I'm sitting in like a park area. So if you hear the wind blowing, or you see that the sun is shining, that is why I try to, record my videos as much as I can outside. I don't want all my videos to be the same, to look the same. So I'm going to be moving back and forth because the sun is going to set soon. So the sun is going to shine in the camera at some time. Okay, so I did different things, as I described in part 1, to regain my confidence back. And I went over and said I do affirmations. Somebody said in the comments that it's new age. Nothing is new. Astrology isn't new. Astrology is actually could be found in the Bible. It's all about perception. And there's going to be things that I talk about that you're not going to agree with. And I'm not a religious person. I was religious up until like my mid-20s. I'm going to be 35 next month. And sometimes how you come into the world is not how you're going to leave the world. I got baptized in the Christian faith when I was 16. So, I was Seventh-day Adventist, which is Sabbath worship, similar to the Jews. I've stated that before in my other videos. So, you may not agree with a lot of things that I'm saying, but that means that the message isn't for you. There are a lot of things that I did to regain my confidence. I believe that after narcissistic abuse, you can't just pray and that's it. Prayer doesn't do it. The way our God works is that he wants you to meet, or she or he or it, whatever, how you want to refer God, wants you to meet it halfway. We still have our own free will. It is up to us to do the work to heal. You can't just pray and say, God heal me. He will answer your prayer, but you still have to do physical work while he is working on you internally. Okay, so I do suggest, in order to regain your confidence after narcissistic abuse, is definitely, if you have good credit, you have good insurance, then definitely get therapy. Why not? There's some people who can't even afford therapy. I didn't go to a therapist. I do have a very, very close friend who I actually saw today. She's in town. She's originally from Tennessee, and she's a psychologist. She doesn't treat me like I'm her patient, but she has helped me so much, asking me key questions to see was I healing properly. So you can read books. You can read books of encouragement, whether it's a religious book that has doctrine. You can read self-help books. I love Iyanla Vanzant. She is she does have a degree. I think she is a psychologist. Actually, no, she has a degree in law, I believe, but she went under Oprah, under OWN, and she has a television show on OWN. So if you can look it up, called Iyanla Fix My Life. and she has so many books, and she has a book called In the Meantime, and you can look that up. I do have it at home. I can't show you right now, but she's one person that inspired me to heal and inspired me to want to be a life coach one day. And you know, you have to be able to put the work in. So these are different things that I did say affirmations. There's no new age jumbo. Nothing is new age. There's nothing under the sun new. There's nothing. Prayer isn't new. The Bible isn't new. These doctrines aren't new. Astrology isn't new. What else? Scientology is probably not even new. It's just probably under a different name. Nothing is new under the sun. You know, there's some people, yoga isn't new. These are things that have been practiced for centuries, okay? They're just under different names, or people are just now discovering it. I'm not a person that feels that religion or, you know, spirituality is the only way, you know, or I'm not going to just read the Bible and pray. No. I actually did daily work to make sure I healed. I prayed. I went into meditation. I rewired my mind. I did affirmations. I didn't just say, dear God, please heal me. No, it doesn't work that way. That's just not how it works. And a lot of people think that that's how it works, and they sit there and they're unhealed for many years because they're not willing to put in that work. One of my suggestions to do to boost your confidence after narcissistic abuse is do things that you normally will never do. Do things something that would scare you, okay? What I did a photo shoot. I did a very risky photo shoot, okay? I wasn't naked, but I did a boudoir photo shoot, and it boosted my confidence a lot. I mean, when you see, it was a professional photographer. I did spend a lot of money on it, but it was worth every penny. I found a professional photographer who had been in Essence magazine and Ebony magazine. You know, he had he had a great resume, okay? So he was definitely worth the money, and his work is amazing. If you want to look him up, his name is Saadi Kali, okay? SADDI. I can't remember how I spell the KHALI, I believe, Saadi Kali. And I hired this photographer, and he did an amazing job. And it was risky, you know. There was no nudity, but it was just still a sexy photo shoot. And they're for my it's just for my collection, okay? I do have a few of them in my bedroom on my wall, but I didn't give them out to anybody. You know, sometimes you need to see yourself beautiful, because a lot of times the narcissists, you know, if you're in a relationship with them, they made you feel ugly. You don't know how beautiful you are. You can be the most beautiful woman or the most handsome man, and you lost your groove. You lost your groove, and you need to see yourself that way. So that's one thing that I did do. Another thing, I spent a lot of time alone. And I don't even care if you're married. You need to spend time alone, because you need to get to know yourself all over again. If you don't like yourself, why should anybody else like you? If you don't like yourself, how can you attract, you know, healthy, non-toxic friends or a non-toxic lover? How can you attract better when you don't feel better, okay? So with that, you need to feel as if you are worthy enough to hang out with. Like, if you can't be by yourself, you feel like you always need somebody to be around you. You know, you don't even like your own company. So I spent a lot. Once I got rid of all these narcs, okay, I got rid of my best friend who was a narc, and all these close friends who I partied with and hung out with or went to church with or whoever. When I got rid of these people, I spent a lot of time by myself. I actually spent my last 2 birthdays alone. And I'm not going to tell you to do anything crazy like that, but that's something that I felt I needed to do. I needed to realize that, you know what? Angie has Angie. You really didn't need these narcs. They gave you this illusion that they were providing something for you that you needed for them. It was a point where I didn't feel complete if I didn't have these narcs in my life. So I had to seclude myself in order to get to know myself again and realize all this time you was fly, girl. All this time you didn't even need these people. They needed you. They were wasting your time and your energy. They were using you. You know, they were making me poor. Okay? I mean, with these narcs, your money goes so fast. You end up partying too much. You end up spending money on them. You end up doing a lot of things that you normally wouldn't do if they weren't around. So spending a lot of time by yourself, stepping out the box and doing something that you normally wouldn't do is how you boost your confidence, honestly. What else did I do? Oh, I read a lot of great books. I read a lot of self-help books. Let's see what else I did. I listened to positive music. You have to be careful of the intake, the type of movies you watch, the music that you listen to. Positive. Don't sit around listening to them sad love songs, all those sad songs. Why would you listen to that? You need something that's going to feed your spirit with positivity, because you don't want to be staying in that spiritual entrapment, that downcast emotion. You know, you don't want to just, oh, I miss them so much. Oh, this song remind me of them. You don't need that. You need to, don't listen to the songs that remind you of those narcs. 'Cause I did that. When my best friend narc, when we, had to break apart, I kept listening to, he loved Rihanna. So I kept listening to Rihanna, I don't listen to Rihanna anymore, because if I know that if she reminds me of him, it will trigger me. You know, I could still listen to her, but at the time I knew that I was only listening because I felt an attachment listening to that music. So you gotta be careful of the movies you're watching, the music that you're listening to. Just keep that in mind. And you have to take one day at a time. You really, really have to take one day at a time. And you have to also change your environment. Don't go where the narc is. Stop talking to their friends and their family. Stop making excuses. Oh, but they're so nice. Who cares? God will replace these people. They will replace their family and friends too. You don't have to keep in contact with certain people. I understand some of you have children with narcs. That's cool. You can be cordial. You ain't gotta be chummy, friendly with these people just because you have children with them. How about you just keep in touch with the grandmother if she's not toxic, or the grandparents if they're not toxic. You don't always have to keep in contact with the narc's family and friends. And I noticed that people keep holding on. Yo, I'm telling you, when I had to let go of my narc best friend, it felt like a death. It felt like I had to cut my arm off. That's how excruciating it was for me. But once I did it, I realized he wasn't providing anything for me. He was actually causing me pain. He put me in a position to where I had to depend on him emotionally, or I always turn to him for advice. Okay, that's not good. You need to be your own person and be able to make decisions on your own. You're an adult, okay? Or if you are a minor, you need to learn how to make decisions on your own after narcissistic abuse. But if you're not willing to do the work, like I said before, you're not going to heal. So my suggestion is therapy, time with self, step out the box and do things that you normally wouldn't do, change your surroundings, change the way you're speaking, change the music you're listening to, your diet, change the movies you're watching. All of this, you have to change everything. Everything that you used to do with the narc, change it. Don't do it anymore. Don't do it. Get out of that mental process. It's like you're erasing the memory of them, and that's how you build your confidence, and that's how you heal from the narcissist. That's it. It's that simple. And I'm telling you, when you start to feel better, you will look better. Okay, another thing I noticed, just because the narc is not, in your life anymore, don't let yourself go. Do your hair, please. Take a shower. Look out for your hygiene. Okay, look after your hygiene. Smell good, look good. Don't lay in a bed moping around. Don't let your hair get all matted because you're missing the narc. I'm telling you, for me, when I look good, I feel good. And it's something I'm thankful my mother always told me. When you look good, people have certain respect for you, and it helps your mood. I'm sorry. Don't you feel good when you take a nice bath or a nice shower? I mean, I do. Don't you feel good when you look good? Don't you feel good when you smell good? And don't let yourself go. And I'm telling you, when you change, the inside changes, and then you'll start to radiate outward. If you're still attracting narcs, it's because you haven't healed or you haven't changed. That's the honest truth. That is the honest truth. You haven't healed or you haven't changed. But that pretty much covers it. That is basically how I boosted my confidence. Never let your confidence go down completely. And I know after some narcs, you completely lost it, but you can pick yourself up. If you made your way to this video or to other people's videos, then you still have a lot of hope left. You still have it in you to make it. Okay, so I hope this was of some help. Thank you for the donation. This video was a video response for someone who donated to me. Thank you so much. If you'd like to donate to me, my PayPal information in my Cash App information will always be in the description bar or in the comment section. I post it. And send me a donation. No donation is too small or too large. And what I do is, when you donate to me, I will email you and I ask you if you have a topic or a question, and then I do a video response. So you get something, I get something. And I really, really appreciate those who have been donating to me. And yes, if I do get donations, it does motivate me to do more content and to put out more. This is energy, okay? And a lot of people on YouTube, they spend a lot of their energy in giving y'all the knowledge and the wisdom. There's a message inside of me that nobody else has, and there's a message inside of other people that nobody else has. And sometimes, we need to be compensated for it. Okay, so I hope everyone is enjoying summer. Get out, feel the sun. If you're in the cold weather, go on vacation if you can. The sun is very nourishing and crucial at this time. While you're healing, you definitely need that sun. I'm so sorry I'm blinding you with this sun. But hopefully this video was of some help. I will continue to do more videos soon. And peace and blessings. God bless, guys. Talk to you soon.